Coach, if you want to just go ahead and start us off.
Yeah, I thought, for starters, back-to-back days, we've seen two guys throw the ball really well. Stanek, was outstanding today. And offensively, just had no rhythm, didn't do a very good job. And I thought our energy level was not where I would like to have it. It was kind of low. But Smart battled and kind of kept us right there, kept us with a chance, to make a run, and we just wasn't able to do it offensively. And Stanek did a really good job, and obviously our focus now is to get better as we move on, next week, and got to play consistent, for 3 to 4 days in a row.
Okay, raise your hand if you have a question for either Brock Bennett or Jonathan Smart, and we'll get a microphone to you as soon as we can. On the left, second row.
Jonathan, the first inning, you walked the leadoff guy, and it looked like a double play ball. But not getting that double play ball, did that change the game?
I mean, we got the guy out at second, so we got the lead runner, but I just feel like that first hitter, I don't know if I was trying to throw a little too much or whatever, but I think I got it dialed in after that. Just tough luck that first inning. Got a couple infield hits and just had to bounce back from that.
Okay, fourth row on the left.
Brock, what was Stanek doing against you guys that made him so effective?
He was really just throwing 3 pitches for strikes, and we really just couldn't get a rhythm going. None of us could really come up with that big hit, and if we would come up with that, I feel like we would have got something going, but myself included, just couldn't come up with that hit.
Okay, front row on the right.
Brock, do you agree with Coach when he says that the energy just wasn't there today?
Yeah, I think really we got to get off to a good first couple innings with this team, and I think it starts at the top of the lineup, and when we get going, I feel like everyone just follows suit, but I feel like if we don't get going, we kind of just stay low the whole game and never really come up with that big hit.
Okay, any more questions for the student athletes? Second row on the left.
Is there a silver lining to this cloud? Going home, get the rest for next week instead of depleting the pitching staff and everything?
Go ahead.
I mean, we're just going to take this week and get better, and hopefully next weekend we come out. I mean, if you lose, then you're done. So I mean, there's a little more pressure, but I think we come out and play with high energy, like Coach said, and I think we'll have a good week of practice and get back on the right track.
Jonathan, do you want to add to that?
I think we got a lot of work to do. Pitching or defense got to be number one, I think, and then hitting just, I think we'll get it going, once next week comes around. So just got to get better. Be all right.
Okay, any more questions? Thanks, guys. You're excused. Okay, raise your hand if you have a question for Coach Gaspard, and we'll get a microphone to you. Third row on the right.
Coach, Ryan Stanek was a guy that came into this year with a lot of hype. How much did you really know about his game, and just what did you think of his overall performance today?
Well, we didn't have a lot of tape or anything on him, but obviously we knew he had a big arm, and knew that he had turned down a lot of money in the draft, but I wasn't expecting his command to be what it was, and I knew it was going to be a live arm, and it was, and as they said, he had 3 pitches for a strike, and they really spotting up the fastball, and a couple of guys, a couple of really experienced hitters came back early in the game and said, this guy's really good. So he's got really good stuff, and so I'm sure Dave and their group's got to be real excited about that as they move into next week, because that's a real bullet you got now, as you move forward.
Front row, right.
1 run over 2 games now. How do you evaluate this offense?
There's not much to evaluate right now. I mean, when you go, like you said, 1 run in 2 games, I mean, it was, granted, I mean, give a lot of credit to Hudson Randall and then Stanek today. I mean, both those guys were terrific. And, but it's real simple. This team that we have now, if we don't come out and play with a lot of energy and scrap and get after it, we're going to be gone in a hurry. I mean, that's just who we are. And as I've said all year, I mean, we don't have a lineup where, 1 through 9 guys can split gaps and drive it out of the yard. I mean, this is a team that's really got to lock in, be very competitive with every at bat, and it's got to have great focus throughout the ball game. And when we don't do that, we're a real average team. So, and our group understands that. And they, the one thing this team has done, when we have responded well after losses and come back and played extremely well. And so, obviously the offense was not good the last 2 days. That was evident. But, we'll get back to work. And thing is, our guys know what our formula is to win. And it's a lot of small ball, but to have the small ball, you've got to pitch it well, you've got to defend it well, and then it's really critical to get those guys early on base so you can do some things with it.
Okay, second row on the left.
The lack of energy, did you see that early today, this morning, early this afternoon, or not till the game started?
Yeah, not really till the game started. I thought we would come out and play well, particularly with Smart on the mound. We've been really good behind him, and I thought we came out, obviously, the first game against Arkansas, played really well, and then yesterday I thought we came out okay and then kind of got sucked down, and as I said, Randall was really good, couldn't get the offense going, and then kind of saw the same signs today as we started moving through the game. And, sometimes that's a tough thing to correct once you see it, in a ball game. And that's kind of, with, everybody's got to take accountability with that, and got to be ready to go, because obviously, had a pretty good crowd here for us, and I thought, we could feed off their energy if we could have done something to get going. And over the last 2 games, we just really didn't generate an offense to be able to move forward.
Okay, third row on the right.
Kyle Robinson had a big day at the plate for Arkansas today. Now, he wasn't in the lineup whenever you guys just played 2 days ago. Did that have any, kind of change on what he was able to do today, not seeing him in the last game?
Well, we were very aware of Robinson. He played against us in the series and at our place, and obviously we had a lot of information on Kyle, but the thing with Kyle in there, he's a power threat, and he's a guy that you could see. He got the count to 3-2, and smoked the ball out of the park. Then he had the big hit, and I know he's a little bit streaky at times, but today was a really good day for him.
Okay, got time for one last question. Anyone? Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Good luck next week. Okay, bud.